many concepts. First, the truth about listening. Then genesis of your identity, means introducing you to you. Next, signs of incompletions. Then signs of completion. In all this, if you have any questions, please come. I wanted to answer. I'll answer your questions.
Swamiji, in yesterday's when I was penning down my life's image, there were a lot of fears which I was not able to write it. But I had that fear feelings in me. But I could not even pen down, but I wrote what I want my image to be. But right now, what my life image is, I was getting scared to
The
pen down.
fear, frightened. Life is frightening, is the life image you are having.
So how do I?
So
it's very scary.
look
even
into
to
those
think of
incidents
it.
and start completing. What made you start believing life is frightening? And start completing.
Nithyananda Swamiji.
Yes.
Swamiji, I just want to share regarding this completion process. Actually, yesterday only I realized what actually happened in Cambodia's inner awakening. Actually,
You will go on be realizing till you leave the body. Understand? I have literally put everything inside you fellows in the Cambodia Shivoham, and one by one you will get the.
Yes, Swamiji. Yesterday I was trying to relive it 5 times. Then I was expecting some major emotion to happen actually. But then I suddenly during completion that process, even before the Shivoham experience, I got that Kundalini awakening. And Kundalini awakening was doing the completion for me. And I realized actually you have actually done the completion in already. It was just
Actually,
like
Shivoham is all about that just through the power of energy, making you reach completion. See, all incompletions are just powerlessness. If the powerfulness is added to you, the incompletions just die. That's all.
I just realized that actually there is no incompletion.
Tathastu. That's wonderful. That's the power of Shivoham process, the essence of it.
சாமி கம்ப்ளீஷன் நேற்று பண்ண சாமி. பட் அந்த சம்பவத்துக்கு போக ரொம்ப லாங்காக போயிட்டே இருக்கு சாமி.
லாங்காக போனாலும் பரவாயில்ல போகணும். ஏன்னா அந்த ஒரு நிமிஷத்துலையும் துக்கத்தை அடைச்சி வச்சிருப்பப்பா. புரியுதா? அதனால தான் அது லாங்காக போகுது. இப்போ சுகமாக இருக்கிற நேரம் எல்லாமே நேரம் போகிறதே தெரியாது. துக்கமாக இருக்கிற நேரம் எல்லாமே நேரம் போகவே போகாது பாரு. காரணம் என்ன? துக்கத்தை அடைக்க நேரம் ரொம்ப லாங்காகிற மாதிரி இருக்கும். அந்த லாங்கா போறத திரும்ப ரீலீவ் பண்ணு, கரைஞ்சு போயிடும்.
அது மாதிரி பயத்தை என்னால் எப்படி இது பண்ணுறதுனே தெரிய மாட்டேன்.
எந்தெந்த நிகழ்ச்சிகள் உன்னை பயங்கரமாக பயமுறுத்தி இருக்கு சின்ன வயசுல, இந்த நினைவில் இருக்கிற நிகழ்ச்சிகளை மட்டும் எழுது, அதை கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணு, வயிறு சரியாயிடும்.
சரி
Swamiji, during the teenage, what hormonal changes I went through, it has impacted deep for lust patterns, Swamiji. How do I complete with the biological changes?
First of all, please understand, lust is not the problem. All the ideas society teaches about the lust, the pressure, fear, guilt, and unnecessary impossible greeds added to it. And finally, even the possible greed not being allowed to be lived. See, your greed is just raised like a rocket speed. It becomes impossible. And even the ordinary real speed greed is not allowed to be lived. All this mixture only becomes incompletion. Lust itself is not incompletion. It is not even a root pattern, understand? It's only a parasite pattern. So look into all the incident which put you in guilt, where you faced no, where you faced anger, frustration. All those incidents complete, it will become all right.
Okay. And
it is the paraphernalia that creates the problem, not the lust itself.
Okay. And through the years, it has grown really large. I have to take too much time to complete with it.
No. The incompletions, number of years you built, and the completion time you need to spend are not at all connected. If you have built an incompletion for 2000 years, but the completion is not going to take 2000 years. Like a 10,000 years one room was dark. To light it up, just you need matchstick. It's not that, oh, 10,000 years I was here, I will not go. 10,000 years you burn the wood, only then I will go. The darkness is not going to tell. So understand, completion does not take that much of time, the amount of time you spent on building incompletion. Don't worry about that.
Thank you so much.
Just, if you have built that incompletion for 20 years, the completion will take maximum 10 days or 15 days, that's all.
Okay, so
Do
I'll do
it.
it intensely, Swamiji. Thank you so much.
Do it. You don't even need to be intense, just be sincere, that's enough. Yes.
Nithyananda Swamiji. Before coming for this program, I was thinking I have done so many programs with Swamiji, but I have missed one thread. Somewhere I have missed something. And I beautifully caught it in the first session yesterday when we did the listening session. The thread which I missed was assuming things. So anything, comes up, I assume and, I fall into incompletion. And that is, I caught it, Swamiji. And how to be in that space of positivity always, because we have seen so many negative things happening in our life. We've lived it, we've experienced it, and we are also seeing people.
The fear that in the future you may again miss this positive thing, complete with that fear, it will become all right. That's awesome.
Swamiji. And also, Swamiji, one personal question. I'm raising a teenage child, and I keep bringing him here. For me, it's only about Swamiji. Everything is only connected with Swamiji, and at home also, I'm always in that space. But I slowly see my son trying to get diverted, which left me very incomplete. And when I asked him, why are you doing this? He says, every time you talk about God or temple, I feel like running away. I don't know why that is happening, Swamiji.
No, see, what I am saying, maybe you need to give him a little more space and make him feel it is juicy. How much it's juicy for you, that juiciness need to be transmitted, then as a rule, ma.
Okay,
You understand? You
Swamiji,
see,
yes.
the way how you feel this whole thing is juicy, slowly give that juiciness.
Okay.
Then it will happen.
Okay.
I think now it is more like a rule from a mom. Who would want to do? Even if it is good, rule from a mom. See, you make a rule, you have to eat morning 10 chocolate, evening 10 chocolate. It will become boring for him. He would not want to do. You will say, oh, the moment you utter the word chocolate, I want to run away. Rule from a mom, no child want to do. So you may have to transmit the juiciness, then he will catch it.
Okay, sir.
You see, it's all boiled down to how I bring up my kids. You are bringing up only one teenage kid. It's all finally boils down to how much we make others understand the juiciness of what you are practicing. And you see, it is simple, helping him, making him understand you are not putting your ideas on him, you are helping him to fulfill his life in a better way. See, you have to spend time with him, asking his goal, what he wants to do, and help him to understand all this, whatever I am teaching, IA or NDY, will make what he wants as reality.
Okay, Swamiji.
It's not you are making him to do what you want as reality.
Yes, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes, go ahead.
Pranam Swamiji. I'm really very grateful for what I was than what I am today. I feel almost 80% I don't feel there is any pattern. But when I was trying to look in yesterday, where this arthritis started, because I was very hyperactive girl, like 15 years I was working in hospital. Somewhere I felt it is not the right place for me, and lot of suffering I was seeing.
Not only that, the moment you feel you are being exploited by others, by more work or something, then you
Absolutely.
decide, let me not cooperate with them.
Yes, Swamiji. With that, with small thing it started with my ankle. And then I thought I should not get healed at all.
Ah.
I should not come out of it because none of them will agree I want to stop the job means I was paid very high and my parents didn't want. So I selfly, didn't want to come out of that.
You see,
Now I am
actually,
trying hard to come out of that.
no. No, I understand. You see, what I am saying, to get out of the job, you got out of your whole health.
Yes, Swamiji. This was self-inflicted, I know, but see, now my energy levels are so high. I just want to
No,
run.
I understand. I'll complete that now. You
Yes,
found it, na? I'll clear it.
And there was lot of other patterns also. There was guilt also in that. I came to know the whole thing.
I'll clear it.
Okay.
Now I understand. I can see the whole thing. I'll clear it.
Thank you so much.
नित्यानंदम, पहली समस्या तो ऐसी है भगवान कि मेरा स्वास्थ्य बहुत खराब हो चुका है, और दूसरी बात ऐसी है कि मैं जल्दी से जल्दी शिवोहम बनना चाहता हूँ.
Swamiji is telling that his health is very worst and I want to see him experience to serve to people.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Tell him somebody has given the drugs into his body. That is why this has happened.
Swamiji is telling, yes, someone has given in that Arjuna,
So
ganja, marijuana.
now I'll align him.
Yes.
He should not touch it anymore.
Yes. He is telling, yes, Swamiji.
All right. I'll align him. Tell him not to worry. Yes. Please go ahead, ma.
Namaste, Swamiji. Thanks, for bringing me here. And yesterday, first experience of listening, it's wonderful. I think what all problems, 50% of my problems is, I think, due to not giving that listening and assuming things. The second part of image process, yes, I wrote down. And when the completion process came, about the completion process, I could not, as I said yesterday when I met with an accident, just before the accident I remember, then 2 days of memory I don't know. Yesterday I tried to relive, I could not. 3 incident I took, I could not do. But when I took an incident of my daughter, that, why have that irritation towards her from the time I've conceived her, yesterday, I don't know, I enjoyed that process. It's something I did. So was it my resistance? I don't know. But with respect to my health, I'm not able to do, because from last 2 years, I'm having kind of food allergy. If I eat anything, I'm developing too much of allergies. So I'm not able to do that how it is. I need your help there. And,
Tatast.
thank you so much. And today morning, satsang, one beautiful thing what you gave is SDHD. It was something like, it hit me like with something. And when I went to, 3 times I've come to the ashrama. Whenever I went to sit in the banyan tree, I was not able to meditate. Some fear, even going that serpent is there, no?
So you have a fear with snakes?
Very much.
I think you'll have to complete all that.
Yeah, because from my childhood till now, I always get dreams of snakes and I get scared. Yesterday, somebody called from Malaysia, and yesterday you said that if you do meditation in the banyan tree, it will help. Somehow I used to get scared, but today when you said that SDHD, that helped me, and today I enjoyed sitting there, no fear.
You went to banyan tree?
Yes.
That's great.
I
Already
sat-
completion has happened.
Yes, and the snake also, I was not scared there. And the idol, what I saw, Dakshinamurti, for the first time I saw some very beautiful, very smile, the blissful I saw. And thank you so much.
Great. When you do completion with all the things, naturally you will see the Lord beautifully inside you.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. You are scared of that statue of snake. Do you know that size original snake is living there? I know. Now you may never go that side. No, it's not now there. It's gone. But it used to be there. And I measured the length and then made the deity. It was that same size. It's a life-size statue of the deity, of that snake. It was not python, it's king cobra.
So, Guruji, but getting dreams of snakes, and I used to get that seven-headed snakes coming and trying to bite me, and I used to always get scared. Due to this,
I think do completion with it. These five-headed snakes, never-ended snakes and all don't exist. They are all representative of Kundalini Shakti. So, the dream you are seeing is only auspicious.
Yes.
There is nothing wrong in it. It's Kundalini giving you darshan. It is, maybe in the past birth you would have done a yoga spiritual practice and missed from it. So that Kundalini is trying to come back, but out of fear you are keeping it away.
But I used to always in my dream, like I had, I used to avoid sleeping.
So do completion with snakes.
Yes.
Everything will become all right.
Thank you.
Today do one thing. In the break time, go and sit there in the banyan tree. Under the banyan tree, in front of Dakshinamurti, try to touch that snake statue and see. Really. Slowly touch. It is not going to move and suddenly bite you, ma. Don't worry. Understand?
No, but today morning I didn't have any fear.
That is what I am saying. Not only that, slowly touch it. And sit and do completion. Like a child. Sit with it and touch it.
Okay.
And do completion. You will see it is not moving. So you don't need to be afraid.
Okay.
Then slowly, in few seconds you will see even the real snake fear will melt down.
Okay.
Understand? It will be complete. Once you complete that, you will see your Kundalini Shakti will overflow so much.
Okay.
Go ahead. Please go ahead.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Yes.
I'm very happy to finally meet you and speak to you.
Yes.
The first, you can hear me? The first is in regard to a certain pattern that I observed within myself, that I couldn't find a corresponding incident, specific incident, and as long as I can remember, I've had this pattern of
Tell me the pattern.
It's trying to control things, trying to make things a certain
No,
way.
you don't need to find when it started. At least some incidents where you have strengthened that pattern. Even if you relive that, the pattern will break.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Swamiji, most of the incompletions which I had after Shivoham process I'm seeing, they become very dull and like a small, tiny breeze in my inner space. I enjoy that, which would have otherwise come like a huge tsunami. Now it's not even like a small breeze. But this one incompletion, that fear, when I'm preparing for the class and then it is coming so much. After that, it is gone so many times I have shared, there was nothing. Suddenly it has come back and it's, I tried doing this, whatever comes to me, that surrender or whatever. Many times
I'll clear it. Now I am telling you, it's my commitment, I'll do the job. Don't worry.
Thank you, Swamiji, thank you.
Please go ahead.
சாமி வணக்கம். சாமி ஒரு சுய சந்தேகம். எனக்கு ஏதாவது உங்ககிட்ட கேள்வி கேட்கணும்னு நான் நினைச்சேன்னா நினைச்ச மாத்திரமே எனக்கு பதில் நீங்க சொல்ற மாதிரி வந்துருது. மனசு சொல்லுது ஆமா சாமி தான் உனக்கு பதில் சொல்லியிருக்காரு. மூளை சொல்லுது இல்ல இல்ல உனக்கு கேட்க பயம்.
இல்ல ஒண்ணும் இல்ல. Yes, go ahead.
So the question that he is asking is, whenever I get a question in my mind, immediately an answer also comes up, and I feel that Swamiji himself is giving the answer. My mind tells me that Swamiji is giving the answer, but my head tells me that it is you who is giving the answer to yourself.
Because of the fear to ask.
அதாவதுங்க, I'll answer in Tamil and then translate for all of you. Listen. அதாவது அந்த பதில் வருதுல்ல, அது என் வாய்ஸ்லேயே உங்களால் நிறுத்த முடியாத மாதிரி க்ளீனாக வந்ததுன்னா அது ஏன் பதில் தான். ஆனால் சில நேரத்தில் உங்கள் மைண்டே குக்கப் பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா அது நீங்களே உங்களுக்கு பேசிக்கிறீங்க. அதாவது அந்த ஆன்சர் வரும்போது ட்ரை பண்ணி பாருங்கள், அதை உங்களால் நிறுத்த முடியுதா மாற்ற முடியுதா, நிறுத்த முடியலையா மாற்ற முடியலையா சொல்லுங்க. அது நிறுத்த முடியுதா அந்த ஆன்சர் வர்றதா?
இல்ல அது வந்துருது, அவ்வளவுதான். அது வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் எனக்கு தெரியுது வந்தது.
அதான் அதை உங்களால் நிறுத்த முடியல தானே?
இல்ல சில நேரம் நான் அதை செக் பண்ணுவேன். ஏதாவது கேள்விக்கு நீங்க இப்போ இதான் பதில் சொல்ல போறீங்க நான் நினைக்கிறேன் மீன்ஸ் அதான் என்னோட மூளை சொல்லுது நீ நினைக்கிறேன்ட்டு, ஆனா அதே பதில் உங்க வாயில இருந்து வரும். அதான் சொல்றேன். அதனால தான் என்ன சொல்றேன், இப்போ உங்களால தடுத்து நிறுத்த முடியல அந்த உள்ள இருந்து வர ஆன்சரை இல்ல அப்படின்னா அது உங்க மனசுல நான் சொல்ற ஆன்சர் தான். அந்த சந்தேகமே வேண்டாம் உங்களுக்கு. I'll translate this answer. See, he has a doubt when he gets answer from inside, whether it is his answer or my answer. I told him, if you are not able to stop it,
The answer is beyond your logic. It's my answer. So he feels that way only. That's why I told him, it's my answer. Don't worry.
ஃபஸ்ட்டில் அந்த போன குரு பூர்ணிமாவுக்கு தான் நான் உங்களை வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு மீட் பண்ணேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் NDY, அப்புறம் உடனே ஐஏ. நேற்று கூட காலையில் அது சும்மா தரிசனம் தான் வந்தேன். அப்படியே கிளாஸில் உட்காந்துட்டேன். ஸோ எனக்குள்ள ஏதோ ஒன்று வந்து ஏதோ ஒரு ரீசன் இருக்குது நான் உங்கள்கிட்ட கனெக்ட் ஆகிறதுக்கு. ஆனால் என்னங்கிறது எனக்கு இன்னும் தெரிய மாட்டேன்.
இல்லை, அந்த ரீசன் வந்து உங்களுடைய லைஃபோட பர்பஸ் ஃபுல்ஃபில் ஆகிறது தான். அது ஆகும்போது உங்களுக்கு புரியும்.
தேங்க்யூ. Nandri Swamiji.
Like when I want to complete the incompletions, but the anger towards the person who caused that incompletion to me, like that anger is more rather than to complete with that. And whenever I think about that, that irritation is too much about, against that person, Swamiji.
I think you should have, it may be your own fear that others may separate you from me. Complete with that. Then you will never be able to, you will never become powerless if somebody tries that.
So how to do that, Swamiji?
Sit in all the best things of your life. Whenever you lost it, how you felt, those incidents, complete with those incidents. The pattern will disappear.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
Swamiji, in what they were sharing about the voice coming up, it has been so much of an experience, especially in practice, where the patient is sitting with some real issue, and as a doctor speaking from a logical plane, I can't give them the kind of assurance that comes out. Once the voice comes out, I'm like, oh God, did I speak that? But it happens, and those people are really helped and healed with that.
Don't worry. Right. It's my job. I'll never put you in problem. I give you assurance.
Yes,
when you have uttered, I am responsible. I'll make it into reality.
Thank you, Swamiji. One more issue, Swamiji. This happened yesterday night. Basically with me and my daughter. There are she hadn't slept the previous night also. She had very bad wheezing and cough. Slept at 4 o'clock, got up at 5, and we were on the way to the ashram. So she hadn't slept well. So during the satsang, she was very, very cranky and irritable. Lot of things were happening. And at that point, when it was happening, I handled it very beautifully. Yesterday night, when the Shivoham process happened, she got scared of the music, the loud noise and all that. And because she hadn't slept too well, she was not in the right space, and she came and sat on me. So I felt like always the feeling is that I love my child. But then when she was sitting on me and not allowing me to be a part of the whole process, a lot of irritation and anger came up inside me. And then it continued. And when we went to the room, all incidents which I thought like were passé, something which I should not even give a second thought, everything came up and I just jumped on her. I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I'm not able to control it.
Maybe
I see
even
that.
I think to make you realize that part only, to do completion with that only, she might have even come and sat on your lap.
Right, Swamiji. Because I see that it is a pattern for many things in life where I don't address the issue when it is happening. I just accept it and I go, and something, the last straw that drops, everything will explode like a volcano. And at the end of it, I'm also in pain and guilt. The other person is also damaged very badly. I really don't know how to get out of this, Swamiji.
I'll clear it.
Thank you.
If it has happened in the Shivoham process, I'll clear it. It's purposely happening.
Namaskar, Swamiji.
Yes.
I have been seeing this in my elders and relatives, mainly because if they don't anticipate something to happen, or if they don't want to happen, they simply say, don't do that, I have fear. The problem is the next generation, suppose in my friends, they are also having the same, they are also getting the same action. If I ask why you are not doing that, they will say, I have some fear. The problem is they don't know what kind of fear they have. Why is this happening?
I understand. See, it is basically you feeling inadequate. It starts from there. That is where this whole fear, actually what you are saying is fear is not the real thing. The root of this pattern is you feeling inadequate. That is when you have to this, all that gets into it, and you give the new title called fear. It is not fear. Feeling inadequate. Look in. Complete with that, this whole problem will dissolve and disappear. Yes, go ahead.
Swamiji, one of the patterns that I have is feeling very drowsy during the day, especially in office. And I tried to look into that. It all started when initially I was able to talk about all the
Today's Shivoham process, just decide to complete this one pattern. I'll clear it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
It is just tiredness or boredom, especially boredom about the people, nothing else. See, just look into my life. Day in and day out, constantly being with people. Today you are going to be here, tomorrow you may not be here, but I'll be here, these walls will be here, the mic will be here, somebody else will be sitting here. You understand? Day in and day out. Because I personally feel passionate to be with people. Constantly attending, caring, whatever way I can intervening, supporting, fulfilling, healing, blessing, whatever other words you want to use, consoling. See, even consoling, who in the modern day is interested even in consoling people? Forget about counseling, even consoling. Don't worry, at least immediately giving a relief, consoling, counseling, or whatever way, making myself available, sometime being stern and making him realize his inauthenticity. It's not that everyone who comes near me for Kalpataru gets only boon and goes. I also ask them, hey, you do this, na? Why don't you alter? Why don't you understand? So consoling or counseling, whatever. It is actually, it is not the job I am doing, healing or blessing or counseling or consoling or anything. It is my decision to say yes to people. I will make myself useful to them as much as I can. You understand? Decide you will do that same in your office also. You will get money, but that is not the purpose for which you are doing. Money is to fill gas in your car, is to fill petrol in your car, money to pay the rent of your house, money to give education to your kids. Money is for those purposes. But independent of money, I am saying yes to the job I am doing.
It's a company which I started myself.
And that is what I am saying.
Of it, yeah.
So your own company.
Yes.
So whether it is your own company or working for others, it is actually your decision to say yes makes it successful. There are many people, even their own company, after some time they get bored, tired, they start telling no, and it collapses. I tell you, as long as you say yes, no one can say no to you. No one can say no to you. Go on with yes. Go on with yes. Go on with yes. You will see life brings only success. Look into my life. That is the only reason. Go on saying yes. It's not that tomorrow I am going to keep keeping quiet. I have already fixed so many appointments tomorrow. So I will be sitting with the Sacred Arts Department workers or other visitors, some of the people who are directly working with the Sangha mission, with all of them, and planning one by one. Actually, you attended the Kalpataru Darshan morning.
Yes.
That can give you the idea of the kind of things I am dealing apart from giving boons to people. It is not just the Kalpataru alone. Decision to say yes to people. I tell you, whoever doesn't get irritated by being with people will always be successful in life. All your failures will be you getting irritated or agitated with people and saying no to people indirectly or directly. How many of you understand this? Just say yes to people. Saying yes to people is love. Even if you scold him, saying yes to people is love. It's not that people don't get scolded by me. Understand? They do get. But I don't say no to people. Whether it is for training or counseling or consoling or healing or blessing or whatever training, till the end, I don't say no to people. So any success, saying yes, and all boredom can be broken just by saying yes to people. Anybody wants to be successful in any venture, I tell you. You want to be an artist, you want to be a painter, you want to be a musician, you want to be a dancer, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be the head of the company, you want to be a CEO, you want to be a IT engineer, anything. Just say yes to people. That's all. Just say yes to people. Yes, you want to make money, nothing wrong. But independent of money, say yes to people. Understand? I am saying yes to people. Money comes for filling the petrol in the car, to build a house, to educate the kids, to rent the office building, all that. It comes and it goes there. For example, any amount of money comes to me, what will happen? I'll be building more temples, more schools, more ashrams, and more work for me. So actually I am working to get more work for me. Everyone works to stop working for you. Actually all of you, while you work, what is your plan? I'll work this much time and stop working and drop from the work. You work for retirement. I work for tirelessness. Understand? I work for more work. So decide to say yes to life. Work for more work. You will just see success happening. You will just see success happening. That's the secret. People ask me, what is the secret, Swamiji? At this age, you have done so much. Because I am working to get more work. And I am clear about it. I am clear about it. See, putting this mic continuously on your ears, if you try, you will understand. But before even dropping it, I am first doing the alternative. Then, come on, drop it. I am not saying, I am not just keeping the mic. No, I just felt like removing it. Okay, let's bring the alternative. Go on saying yes to people whenever you can't say. Try to get alternative and say yes to people, but don't stop it. Understand?
Yes.
Don't stop it. Go on saying yes to people. Go on making yourself available. You will see by next session I'll be using the same mic back. Just letting the ears to heal a little bit.
Thank you.
Let all your effort, let your rest be only to recoup for the next session, next work. Let your work not be preparing you for rest. See the context. Don't wait for the weekend. Most of us work whole week waiting for weekend. In my case, even in my rest, I am waiting to start the work again. It is just being passionate about life and people. I tell you, just be passionate about people. Tiredness, boredom, everything will disappear in your life. Everything will disappear. You will see. You will see the kind of a miracles you cause just by your presence. Go on saying yes, 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 yes to people. That's the secret of success. That's the only secret of my success. It's, you see, you can't call me, you can't brand me into loving person, you can't brand me into compassionate person, you can't brand me into anything, but you can brand me into one, constant yes to people. Constant yes to people. Because your idea of compassion will not match with my compassion. Your idea of love will not match with my love. Mine is Mahadeva's love. Where it is needed, it will burn. Where it is needed, it will heal. Where it is needed, it will cool. And it will do all the job. Understand? My love is Mahadeva's love, spicy love. Not just sweet tea love. It's a spicy love. Where it needs to be spicy, it will really be spicy. But I never say no to life. Even the sweetie love person will never train people. He will avoid situations, the realities where the other person needs training. He will feel, oh, my brand is sweet, sweet. Love, love. Who cares how he goes? Let me show only love as much as possible. Other times just dump. Let them get trained and come up whenever they want. In my case, you won't find that. I will not give up on somebody to repeat the same instruction any number of thousandth time. It may be 10,000th time. If the alankar, the decoration of the deity is not proper, I'll put the screen, call the person who has done it, and every inch I'll see to it, it is corrected.
I've seen that.
Understand?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Hmm?
Yeah. Thank you.
So, anything, when you say yes to people, whatever you do will be beautiful and successful.
Thank you.
Blessings. I wanted all you guys to take this as a takeaway message of this NDY. When you go back to your house, put a small chart next to your bed. Say yes to people always. Take this decision. Whether it is a neighbor coming to you, asking for a drop somewhere, or your old friend calling you, asking some address, or anything, constantly saying yes to people. I am not saying always you should be giving, or you should be loving, or charitable. Charity is not all about always giving. Even firing somebody and training him is a charity. Understand? It's a charity by sparing even your good name. It is very easy to build a brand of good fellow, good name, but very difficult to be a leader. Say yes constantly to people. That is Mahadeva's love. Go ahead.
I would like to share the Shivoham experience, Swamiji, yesterday. My husband he has been to the Shivoham in Cambodia, and life has been
He's
really,
here?
yes, he's here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the wonderful experience. He came back as Ardhanareshwarar, as you had promised, and the space that he's holding is unbelievable, and it's been so blissful. I'm just welling up the moment I think about it. Thank
Blessings.
you. And yesterday, Shivoham, the glimpse of Shivoham, Swamiji, it was every single cell in my body was activated. I didn't want to get up from that space. I was sitting there, I think, for more than half an hour after the process, and it took me a while. I had to, it was until I think for another 2 hours, I was not able to sleep till about 1 o'clock. The experience was amazing, Swamiji.
Great.
Thank you so much for that.
It's not actually glimpse of Shivoham, actual Shivoham.
Yes.
See, in Cambodia, they spent 21 days in that space. Now I am giving, because only 2 days, in the 2 days you are spending, that's all.
Swamiji, I just have something that I want to ask you, Swamiji. I try to do everything to the maximum. Any job I do, if I'm cooking or taking care of my child or my husband, anything. So if I do my job, I'm not able to take criticism. Criticism hurts me very bad.
I see. Criticism is nothing but others' opinion hurting your opinion about you. Now, with the Shivoham process, you only said every cell is getting activated. Means you becoming powerful. So from now, you will see others' opinion will not be hurting your opinion about you. That is the only way you can protect yourself from criticism. And I tell you, don't even bother criticism whether they are right or wrong. Even if they are right, that cannot change your opinion about you. That's the ultimate immunity. It'll happen. I'll do it.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Blessings.
Swamiji, Swamiji, when I was a very small girl, yesterday while doing the root pattern and finding the issues, one of the patterns I found that I have a fear for dogs. It's a very small thing, but I have a fear for dogs. So I realized yesterday during the root pattern, there is an incident happened when I was a child. I was chased by a dog in the terrace while I was studying. That is it's a very unrested dog. It's a very rude dog. So it chased me in the terrace. So it was a fear in my heart. Till date I'm holding it. And I feel sometimes I have a small child. He's not afraid of such a big horse also. He goes on a horse riding school எல்லாம் போவார். ஆனால் நான் இப்போ பார்த்தா என்னோட பயத்தை குழந்தைக்கு நான் இம்பார்ட் பண்ணுறேனோன்னு எனக்கு ஒரு ஃபீலிங். பிகாஸ்
என்ன பண்ணுங்க ஒன்றும் இல்லை, ஜஸ்ட் 2 nights before you sleep, sit and complete with that incident. It will disappear, man. It will just disappear. You have a pet?
No,
I think you should have a dog pet.
He doesn't.
No, really, I
Nor
think.
do I.
No, really, ma'am. You should have a dog pet after completion, at least for 2-3 months.
Okay.
At least for 2-3 months. If you think for 2-3 months how to get it and send it back, at least if somebody nearby who has a dog, after completion, sit with it. Just like what I told her. Snake, same thing. Just touch it. Slowly try to be friendly. Suddenly you will see that incompletion is just stupid. See, it is not that just incompletion with the dogma. That one incompletion will be keeping you present in many things. Once that breaks, unknowingly so many other patterns will break down. You understand? So many. Always the fear of dog will lead to fear of sounds. These are all interconnected. When you break that, you will see many of those things will start breaking. Blessings.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Swamiji, when I first came to the Kalpataru in Singapore, and I asked you that last time I had run away from IA, this time I want to get blessed for the IA. And then within a couple of days before this weekend, I was supposed to be in Singapore and attend this NDY from there. And some fight happened between me and my wife, and again I ran away from there. And I came to my house in Mysore.
I think you should complete with the pattern of running away.
Yes, Swamiji. And when I came to your gate, ashram gate at the back, there was a dog howling right in front of me as I was seeking entry. And that reminded me of all the fear about death, Swamiji. So
okay, complete with this fear, it will become all right.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes, tell me, what do you want? Go ahead.
Yesterday, I had I don't know if I find the word, because it was a very interesting situation. I'm very relaxed. I love myself. I love people. I'm very open. Everything was wonderful. Yesterday we did this exercise to find out root patterns. So, to find out patterns. And there came one word in my mind, and this word was frustration. It's not usually my word. I don't deal with frustration. Yes. But with those situations in my life, there's one situation, I don't get up in the morning, and I go to bed very late. So I thought it's a lack of discipline. And but I can deal with this lack of discipline because I'm self-employed and this is my freedom, you know, this is my luxury to do what I want.
You see what I am saying, when you have the freedom to what you want, you don't even have to call that as a discipline issue. It's your freedom, that's all. You don't have to worry about it.
But at the end, I'm not really happy with not getting up in the morning. You know, it's like a circle. You know.
I think you should complete with that pattern of frustration first.
Yeah, but I don't know where it comes. Yeah, I had
at least find out the incidents when it got strengthened.
Yeah, yesterday I had a closer look to this frustration, and in my childhood, So I just want to get rid of it.
I'll take care. Blessings.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Guruji, one more. I'm always in two minds. And every time dependent on the decision, on others' decision. Somewhere deep inside, no, this is good. But still, you know, always in two minds, always in two minds.
Just again, completion with your self-doubt pattern.
Thank you.
Completion is the solution for any problem you are going to bring here or you are going to cook it up in the future. Go ahead.
Swami, with my IA which I did in April 2012, then I had totally arranged my money myself. Not my money, I arranged my money with your blessing. I had that incompletion that I did not take my husband's money and there was a kind of a cold war every time. And I decided if I am going for a program, I'll take money from him or go to IA with him. That is one of my... So this NDY, I asked him on Tuesday or Monday. That too I did not ask, I messaged him, WhatsApp and SMS, and I was waiting for his response. He called and he shouted, what is this, I want to do programs. He was silent, he cut the phone. And I just, the same situation I underwent, which I underwent in IA. That silence, he put me out of the house and it was totally the same experience for 2 days. 72 hours we did not talk literally. I used to cook, put in the box, used to carry, come back at night, used to have. We didn't talk, but finally I packed my bags. I had to go to meet my auntie on Friday. I packed everything, kept ready, and 5,000, which I thought I had to ask, was already there in the house. He had given for something that had remained back, that was on the table. It so happened that at 6 o'clock Friday, I was with my auntie. He called and, when are you going for an NDAY? But with that 3 days, earlier I used to call everybody and I used to complain on him. But it went with such a silence, I really, even yesterday, that incompletion session, I could not say any incompletion. Literally, I did not have a drop also. Earlier, if you say in satsangs to complete, I used to stand in front of the mirror. Somehow 1 or 2 drops used to come, but actually I feel whether I completed or not, I got a doubt also.
No, you are completed.
Thank you, Swamiji. But one more pattern I have.
When you are describing itself, I can see what is happening inside. You are completed.
Thank you, Swamiji. And one more thing is this, I don't know, it's a bad habit or a pattern. Whatever frustration, whatever I face, I finally come and dump it on my husband.
Oh, then you also do enough.
Yes,
you
Swami,
contribute.
I
See,
do.
what you dump only, he dumps it back on you. That's all. He does the decomposing process and dumps it back on you.
Yeah, that one you'll answer in the satsang and I'll understand and I'll come out. This is going on, but the last year after my father passed away, the way he takes care of me is only different, Swamiji. It's totally, I am reliving the daughter-father relationship.
Wonderful. That's wonderful.
It's really great, but still there are some things I'll have to do for him.
You will have to complete first.
Yeah, I want to do for him.
I'll
Please
do it.
bless.
Tathast.
Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
Pranam Swamiji.
Yes.
With your blessings, I am normally in bliss only. But yesterday's this incomplete subject that you had broached. For some time, I didn't find any incomplete things in my life. But during break, my daughter and sister told me, no, there will be something. You dig it out. You dig it out. So next half an hour, 45 minutes, I sat down and dug out some. I could dig out some 5-6 things. One of that was as old as in 1960. But when I thought of being in that situation and trying to complete it, I didn't know what to do. But I thought maybe I neutralize it by having their version of attitude or whatever they have thought of it.
No, even that is not going to be completion. Completion is going to be, you just really, without even justifying, it will melt down.
Yeah,
That's
but that thinking and that doing, I found their side of version and I took their answers as to neutralize that thing.
Yes.
And I was at peace. And I felt quite normal again. I didn't have anything. There might be few more things left out in my life, but I don't want to dig them out. I am quite happy and blissful at this stage. But
I tell you,
yes, sir.
if you dig them out and complete without feeling powerless like this, it will really help you to be a best being.
So the first question we have is from Canberra, Australia Centre. Can you please help with how do I find incompletion if you cannot identify the root incident?
In these 2 days, I can help you only to find some incompletions and learn the science of completion. If you want to find the root pattern and root incident of the root pattern, the only way, I'll invite you to come to Inner Awakening. Don't bring the obstacle of money and time. If you have that obstacle, don't worry, just fill the intention form. I'll remove those obstacles. I'll remove them. Come to Inner Awakening. I invite you. There you can, we have a lot of time to work on your root pattern and root incident and complete them. Okay? Come on.
From the same center.
I want to tell every one of you, understand, if I have put money for some program, there is a reason. And if you have the interest, sincere interest to go to that program, money will never stand as obstacle. I already ordered Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. Anybody who is really interested, put your intention, all the obstacles will be removed. Suddenly you will see exact money will come. How many of you have experienced this already? Exact that money will come. And time will get organized. Everything. I'll do everything. I'll give whatever you need, including the taxi fare from your house to the airport, back from the airport to the house, the whole end to end. Picking up from your house, dropping you back in your house, the whole thing is my responsibility. It will simply happen. I tell you, that itself will be one more proof for you that money is nothing to do with external. It is our decision. You decide, time, all the obstacles will be removed. Suddenly you will see, your boss will give leave or he will not be there, even question you. Something will happen and you will have your problems solved, time, money, all the restrictions getting cleared, all the obstacles moving out, you will be there in Varanasi. So don't even keep time, money, other things as obstacle. Understand? I tell you, you just move the small toys in front of you to be with me. I'll move the planets for you to be with me. You move your toys to be with me. I'll move the planets, which is my toys, to be with you. Next question.
We have the next question also from Canberra. Can you please help with how can I be in completion? How can I do completion successfully for the past life samskaras?
See, again, the answer for this question is just one line. Inner awakening. See, past life samskara, that is also again a long process. You can do it. In inner awakening, one full day we work on past life patterns. Actually, today we can work only on this life patterns. People ask me, Swamiji, is there a past life or life after death? I ask them, first I want to ask, do you have life while you are alive? Then I'll teach you about past life and future life. So today I have time only for clearing your patterns of this life. But if you are wanted to work on the past life samskar patterns, please come to the inner awakening. That's the only way. Because there one full day we will be spending on past life patterns. On Mrigasharira Vasa, I invite you for inner awakening. Yes.
The next question is from Melbourne Thiruvarur Center. I have tried the completion exercise a few times for a few incidents. How will I know when things have shifted and completed? As my head is still caught visualizing.
No. When you are visualizing, reliving, if all the powerlessness related to the incident melts down, you don't feel powerless at all, feel free, then it is completed. Till if you feel little powerless, when you relive those incidents, then there is incompletion. Understand what I am saying?
The next question is from Hong Kong Sirgari Center. I'm not quite living in the present. I'm not present. What is the reason?
Maybe present is too heavy for you. Whenever you lived in present, you would have faced some of the hurts deeply. So find out those few incidents and complete. Then you will see the present will become a very stable experience for you. Next.
The next question is from Oman Sivagangai Center. Why am I not able to fulfill the expectation of others? She's also saying her husband.
First find out, is the other's expectation is within the purview of your declaration. Means what you declared as you to them. Is it within that purview? Then you need to transform you. If it is not within the purview of your declaration, don't even bother, just dump it and leave it. As I said yesterday, what all I feel as my responsibility, what all I don't feel as my responsibility, you also sit and clarify both, classify both, then you will understand this problem will be solved immediately. This can be solved just in half an hour of thinking through. Is it yours or not? That will solve the issue.
The next question is from Singapuram Center. I cannot seem to pin down exactly which childhood incident is the root of my current incompletions. What should I do then?
You see, even that very suffocation you go through with incompletion, if you relive, it can be completed. You don't have to go back to the childhood incident. Any incident which strengthened that current incompletion is enough. If you relive them, the incompletion will melt down.
The next question is from Kuala Lumpur Parani Adinam. Swami, how can I complete with laziness and procrastination? It seems too deep and difficult to complete.
No. It is just saying no to people. I give you one simple technique. Do it as a technique. Go to your nearest temple and sweep the temple every day, morning and evening. Meet people, cook Naivedyam, do some seva. Do this sincerely. You will see suddenly you break the pattern of saying no to people. This procrastination will disappear. Seva is the antidote for boredom. Seva is the antidote for tiredness. Seva is the antidote for procrastination pattern. How many of you are suffering with this tiredness, boredom, procrastination patterns? Raise your hand. All of you gather in your nearest Dhyanapeetham temple and start doing physical seva. You will break this pattern, I am telling you. Say yes to people. Seva is the only way to break this pattern. After that, you will see the same energy and excitement you will show in your day-to-day life. Next.
The next question is from Slovakia Košice Center. How to get rid of controlling the mind by too much reasoning?
Yes. Please understand, too much reasoning is not wrong. Reasoning illogically is wrong. So do more and more completion. Your reasoning will become really reasonable reasoning. A reasonable reasoning is always good, nothing wrong. Yes, next.
Next question is from Dubai Vaidyanathan Center. If I have a feeling nothing works for me, is that itself an incompletion?
Yes. It is the wrong inner image you are carrying. That is one of the worst incompletion. You should find some of the incidents when that incompletion started and complete with it. And my blessings, you will be completed.